What's up, everybody? Back with another one, and today I want to talk to you guys about Xenogears. So a couple years ago, this was back in like 2013, I made a short on a whim, honestly, because I saw like a thread on JRPG subreddit talking about is Xenogears worth playing these days because of the way it's aged. Like, I think it's a pretty agreed that the game is pretty rough these days. Not unplayable by any means, but it's pretty hard to get into if you don't know what to expect. So I decided to ask if the game was worth playing in 2023, and I got a lot of traction on that short this year. For whatever reason, the algorithm scooped it up, and I've been getting a lot of reactions to that short, and it's in both ballparks. Some people saying that it's perfectly fine to play, some people thinking that you should not play it until the game is remastered. I am of the belief that the game seriously needs a remaster, more than any other game I can think of, honestly. But I don't think that should keep you from playing the game. You just need to know what you're getting into before you play it. But what I want to do today is a fun exercise, I think. I think it would be cool to come up with some hypothetical changes if a Xenogears remaster was ever to be made. Now, for my choices, I don't want to dwell on the obvious shit. This too obviously needs to be finished. Traversal, like Tower of Babel, jumping, platform moving, all that shit is rough. It's hard. And we all know that. So let's talk about a couple other things that I would change if I was in charge. And that would be death blows and gears. So let's get into it. Now, before I explain myself, let me get this out of the way. I do not want to remove death blows. I do not want to remove gears. But I think there are better ways to do both of those mechanics. So let's start off with death blows, because I think death blows are the coolest fucking thing. The first time I saw a death blow, bro, I was blown away. And then you got more? What? They are so sick. And the way you do them, the way you input them, perfectly fine with me. I do not want to change that in any way, shape, or form. What I do want to change about death blows? How you unlock them bitches, bro. As it stands now in the current Xenogears, to unlock a death blow, you have to do the input for the death blow. So if your death blow is triangle, triangle, square, X, you have to put in triangle, triangle, square, X, even though that's not a combo for anything yet. The issue with that shit is you have to input that triangle, triangle, square, and X each a specific amount of times, and you have to watch the animations for those attacks play out before you put in the next one. That shit is tedious as fuck. So, my proposal for changing death blows, I would just create an AP system and let you gain AP as you level up. As you level up, you get the points. As you hit certain level thresholds, you unlock more death blows that you can choose from, and you just buy the ones that you want. I think that will make level grinding much better, much smoother, and less necessary. And that way you'll be able to pick the death blows that you actually want right away. You can save up for what you want instead of just having to grind them all out. I honestly think it would be cool if the game had a point system where you can like adjust your stats as well as buy skills and death blows and shit. I think that would be really cool. As for the topic of gears, like I said with death blows, I don't want to take out gears. Gears are fucking awesome. The fact that they learn your death blows and that shit carries over is cool. Like, don't change any of that shit. My main issue with gears is the fact that fuel is so hard to come by. There's points in, I believe it's Disc 2, there's quite a bit of gear dungeons in Disc 2, and you have to nickel and dime yourself through the dungeons to make sure you have enough fuel to fight the boss. You can restore fuel, but that eats HP. So now you're jumping between two resources that you really need. And typically a dance like that would be cool, but Xenogears doesn't handle it well. You don't get enough fuel back for the amount of HP that you sacrifice. You'll eventually get to the point where like, I don't have any more HP to give, and I barely have any fuel to attack. If you don't manage it well enough, you'll find yourself in that spot a few too many times. So I think that there should either be a save point should allow you to refuel, or be like how you have the gear refueling stations on your ship, man, on your Draysel, and you can just pay and get your shit replenished. put those in dungeons, put them in save points. Just do that. It's such a simple fix, man. Like I said, the game is not unplayable in any way. You can manage your way through every single gear dungeon with enough fuel to beat the bosses just fine. I just think it's a tedious dance and something that is unnecessary, and if you really want to artificially inflate the difficulty, you can do it in different ways, man. But getting to the point where you just cannot attack and you just have to take the L is ridiculous. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Those are my 2 changes for Xenogears Remaster. Let me know what changes you guys have in the comments. Let me know if my changes are bullshit. Let me know if I'm misremembering something about what I discussed. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is and it's perfectly fine and something else should be changed. Let me know down below. You know I love to hear you guys' thoughts on this shit. And I appreciate y'all hanging. If you appreciate the content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it helps the channel grow. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.